What up, kamikaze sound waves? Welcome. This is a video of a little tour of my gaming room slash office slash man cave. It's my pride and joy, and thought I'd do a little video just showing some things off. I did a video like when we first moved in to show off how I had some initial things set up. Everything's kind of the same, but everything's a little bit different at the same time. Thought I'd do a video to show some things off and let you guys see how I hang out, how I play my video games, how I make my videos, and all that jazz. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. And this is my gaming office slash man cave. Let's go. Alright, so when you first step in the door, this is kind of what you're greeting with. I just kind of have all these posters all over the place. Go ahead and just talk about my posters. I do wish to have one day just this entire walls, all of my walls is completely covered in posters, kind of like in comic book shape form. That's the ending goal. Almost kind of wanted to take everything out and paint it a color, but I think ultimately that's kind of doesn't make sense. Even though I'd like to, but the thing is I'm going to end up eventually covering all my walls with posters. That's kind of the end game. So right now the color on the wall is what it is. It eventually will, hopefully maybe the next 2 years or so, just kind of be covered with all posters. I got this Mario book bag. It's pretty cool. It was a gift from my son, but he didn't want it, so he isn't in school yet, so I may end up letting him use that for school if that's what he wants, but I'm pretty sure he'll want something new. This is my green screen. I kind of just have it over here that kind of like blocks a closet behind here. Behind this closet is like more clothes and stuff for my kids, etc., etc., and my Nerf guns and all that fun stuff. But right here's my green screen. Put these lights around it. They kind of help with the green screen effect. Not entirely 100%, but it does help since I don't have super bright lights in here. But I do just kind of position this around myself whenever I do decide to stream to give that green screen effect. It works for the most part. I do have to play around with the settings sometimes. It's not the best green screen in the world, but I got it off Amazon for like 45, maybe 50 bucks, something like that, and it works. Back here I have my camera tri-stand for my DSLR camera. The quick clip thing is broken off of it, so I haven't used it in a while, so it's been kind of hibernating back there. I need to pick up another one of those. Probably found one really cheap on Amazon or eBay, but for right now it pretty just hides out back there. And these are my bookcases. So let's go ahead and start at the top. Behind the stuff back there, I have my modem, or my router, I'm sorry. Here's my modem. Here is my buddy from Tales from the Crypt Keeper. The Spider-Man light that used to be in my son's room a long time ago. They didn't want it anymore. I guess it creeps them out when they wake up at night, so I thought I'd incorporate it in my room. Star Fox Zero, awesome game. Here's Spider-Man and Captain America protecting my terrible DVD collection. There's some good ones in there. I got a VHS tape of The Brave Little Toaster right there, but other than that, that's pretty much all the movies that I own. Next shelf is pretty much primarily all of my Xbox One and Xbox 360 collection, with a very tiny collection of Dreamcast games. These two awesome Batman Nightfall comic books. Got those from Barnes & Noble. Down here is pretty much my entire PlayStation collection, from PS4 to PSP to PS Vita, which I don't own anymore, and the PlayStation 3. This is a box that my watch that I use for work came in. This cool Batman Zippo I don't use anymore. I have a new Zippo, so this one's just kind of for display. Some toboggans that I wear when it gets chilly. Remotes for the TVs that I have in my room, which I barely ever use. Air can duster. This is my stress reliever. If you don't have one of these, you need to fucking incorporate it into your life. It'll change you, man. It'll change your life. Little notepad back there. My Beats case. My Beats came in. In there's just a bunch of wires that I primarily never really use. Down here, just some more boxes displayed. And a photo album. Speaking of boxes, up top here, I just have a lot of boxes displayed of things that have been acquired over the years. I didn't really know what to do with them. Didn't really want to get rid of them. I could have just thrown them out, but I thought I'd hold on to them, so I just kind of display them up there. Now my next bookshelf, I have this little shrine to my old friend, my NES. That's where gaming kind of started for me. And a little Spider-Man figurine right there, or pop figure. Some people like to collect these. I think they're cool, but for 12-15 bucks, I think they're a little outrageous. Mario Odyssey. If you haven't played Mario Odyssey yet, you need to fix that shit immediately. Best Mario game since Mario 64. Yeah, good stuff, man. So this kind of whole bookcase is kind of dedicated to Nintendo stuff. I got the Wii U collection. That's all that I have. So my Nintendo 3DS games and Wii games. That little doll right there is Molly from the Bubble Guppies. A little inside joke from my wife. And right here I got this Mario RC car with the amiibos, which my kids come in here and take. They use them. I usually just tell them to bring them in here, because if they don't, they get lost all over the house, so they have to come back in here. That way they don't get missing. And once again, some more just boxes of things that I've purchased. Down here I got this case that I bought from my old camcorder, which barely ever use because it's so old. It's pretty much outdated. Some fuel for my Zippo. Just bought this knockoff Beats pill thing from Walgreens for like $5. Bought it for my wife, but I'm gonna open it and review it. Then she can have it. But she likes those things, so she can have that one. Now we'll just move on to my desk. First off, I'm gonna start with the most important thing. Is this fucking awesome ass chair. I used to have a chair that was really creaky and squeaky. I ended up getting this chair for like $12 at Goodwill. It is comfortable as hell. You can literally lean back with it with your feet off the floor. I'm a big guy and it supports my weight. I mean, literally you can just fall asleep in this chair if you want to. Sit in it for game for hours. It's comfortable as all hell. For 12 bucks, you can't beat it. It's suede. It feels really nice. It's good stuff, man. Especially for 12 bucks. Over here, I have my desk. And I bought this desk from IKEA for about 150 bucks. It's more like a dinner table, but I didn't really want a traditional desk. Just kind of wanted just a big workspace. So this works for me. Right here I have my old Dell computer. This screen was bought with my old Super Dell computer that I have down there, which somewhat functions. I don't even have it plugged to anything at this point. It's just kind of there to hold up my old Dell Inspiron 17. That one's a little bit newer than the old PC down there. It was originally for my wife, but I ended up acquiring it. But that runs to this monitor right here, which is a really old Dell Dell monitor. Basically I use this for surfing the web, watching YouTube videos, referencing things while I'm making videos, if I don't remember how to do an edit on something or something special, or looking for just interesting things on the internet. And I usually keep these controllers right here. These are my primary controllers that I use. I got two PS4 controllers right there. They are usually charging. I just tucked the wire away so it didn't look so messy, but I usually have one charging at a time. That way I know I'll always have one with a full battery and my Xbox One controller. Some more little pop figures down there. Now I do have these 2 speakers and a subwoofer down here somewhere. It's hiding behind this thing. But that's a really old thing that came with my old Dell computer, but man, that thing still knocks, dude. It's got some serious bass to it. So this mouse and keyboard is just kind of primarily for this computer. I got that C922 Logitech, one of the best streaming cameras ever. Well, I don't know, I haven't tested them all. I haven't done the appropriate legwork, but it's a damn good camera. Looks really good for videos, looks really good for streaming. It's a $100 webcam, but I highly suggest it. Got this thing right here that I found years ago. I always have just kept it around my things. What would you do? What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? So moving on, got my Wii U gamepad right there, which, oh, I thought it turned off. There it is. Got some Sonic All-Stars Racing on there. I think that was just the last game that was left in it. I usually don't typically play too many Nintendo games, but I do from time to time, not very regularly. And this is the Alienware 2017 R3. Fantastic computer to a degree, has some faults. Definitely going to build my own PC in 2018. That's my plan anyway. Little gaming mouse here. Cost me about $8 on Amazon. Got my old iPod and this little, iPod music player. Don't usually use this. Usually just jam off the old PC because that's where I have most of my music. But all my music's on this iPod as well. Don't usually turn that on too often. Back here, all my hard drives and just a bunch of cords going down. A little messy, but it works. Got my new Nintendo 3DS. Under that is my old PSP, the God of War edition. Right here is just a little Tupperware compartment thing, which basically houses all the wires that I use sometimes, controllers, etc., what have you. All my Xbox 360 controllers, Wii controllers, Wii U controllers, just some more Dreamcast controllers and batteries and more cords, aux cords, etc., and just some more controllers that I use whenever I need them. They're all just nicely compiled in this little thing right here. I used to have them all scattered all over my bookshelves, but I picked this up for like $5 at Target. Moving on, I got my Beats headphones. Acquired a few headphones in the past couple of months, but still rock with these even though they're old and falling apart. Can't beat them. Still comfortable, still sound amazing. Got my Blue Yeti on this microphone stand. I bought these together. They didn't really necessarily go together. I had to make them work, but it does work with a little pop filter. Great microphone. Can't recommend it enough. There's some other options out there, but this one I highly suggest. I really like it. All my cords run back here. Now I've got 2 TVs in here. This little stand I bought from, I believe, Walmart. Hope to fill maybe some bottom of these with some old retro consoles. That's kind of the idea. And right now I've only got the Nintendo GameCube. And here is the Nintendo Switch. I bought these stickers for my son's birthday. Put on the controller. He loves that Splatoon game. VR set for my cell phone. My Turtle Beach headphones. I did a review on these. Check that out. My old camera. I can't use it too often. I mean, the quality on it's just terrible. I mean, it's literally like 10 years old, if not more. It would be great for like making a horror movie on that thing, but this TV right here is pretty much used for the GameCube and for my PC. If I don't feel like gaming on my actual PC, I just switch over my chair, just kind of roll it right on over here like that, and then I'm good to game on my PC on the big screen. Now over here is where 95% of the gaming happens. This is a LG TV. Been with me for quite some time. Still holds true. The base is broken, but it still holds up. It's a little creaky, kind of old, but on top we got that Xbox One Connect, which has been used never. Waste of money, even though it was super cheap. Wii U sensor and that PS4 camera that used to be in a lot of my first videos. That's how I used to record a lot of them. And down here, TV stand that I've had for quite some time. look at the Wii U right here. Got an AV to HDMI converter right there. That's what I use for the old Wii and the Dreamcast. That way I can plug it right here to my old friend the Elgato and capture all my game footage. Leave all the HDMIs laying around. I know pretty much what each HDMI goes to. I've pretty much memorized them because they're all different. Right here is my Raspberry Pi 3. Shout out Retro Bro, much obliged. If you want some retro gaming in your life, that is the way to go. PS3, not really a super fan of. Xbox One, been spending a lot of time with this bad boy. PS4, definitely been spending a lot of hours with that. The Xbox 360. And that's pretty much it. Now I do have these light bulbs, or these lamps without the shades on. This lamp from IKEA and this other lamp don't really have great lighting in here. These do help brighten up the room quite a bit, so it looks a lot better when I'm making videos and etc, etc. But pretty much having to plug all these things in with machines running. This room isn't so big, so it does get super hot in here at points. I'm hoping to buy like a mini little AC thing to go in here, because then I just personally run hot. Nobody else in the family does. Everybody's always cold. But anyway, man, that's pretty much the gaming office in a nutshell. Thought I'd just show it off. Cleaned it up. I moved a couple of things around, so I thought I'd just show what's up with it. And yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed the tour of my office slash man cave slash gaming office, and kind of want to make this a yearly end thing. Do this about once a year at the end of every year, just kind of show what I add to it. So this is the end of 2017. Hopefully we'll add some really awesome stuff coming 2018. I got some cool plans for the office. But anyway, this is Kamikaze Soundwaves. Much obliged for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll check you in the next one. Later.